What's up, strongest men, women, and children from blocks all around the world? I am my block's strongest man, and I'd like to welcome you back to the discussion about the Mammoth Strength Challenge V Pro-Am, where we're talking about the lightweight ladies open division, and tonight we're going to discuss Kristine Anne Matthews. Ciao, homie! Welcome back to My Block's Strongest Man, where we bring strongman into the mainstream by discussing all of the latest strongman events in the greatest analytic detail that you'll find anywhere on YouTube. We also show you how to replicate some of those events at a smaller scale with objects all around you in your own home. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to this channel so you get notified of all of the latest videos that I release 4 times a week for your viewing pleasure. Make sure to comment below whether you agree or disagree with my videos. I love the engagement and I respond to every single comment. Now on to today's topic. So, Kristine doesn't seem to have an Instagram profile, but I found her, I tracked her down on Facebook, and look at that deadlift. Like, that's the first picture I see. And so I shot her a message. I didn't see a response yet, but I said, is that a 415-pound deadlift? I mean, heavyweight women do that, but lightweight women don't. So am I like misreading that? That plate says 20.4 kilos. So if all 4 of them are the same, that's a 415-pound deadlift. That's amazing. So I tried to go through some of these other photos and see if I could determine weights on any other lifts, and I really had kind of a hard time. I tried to make some assumptions and tried to jot down some things that kind of I could decipher a little bit, but it was a little harder. Like, here's some log pressing, and let's see, what do we have here? That's like a bunch of blocks that add up to a Mauser block, I guess, right? So like things like that. It was a little more difficult with Kristine to decipher where I think she would be, but I kind of tried to deduce from some of these photos what I thought I was seeing, and we can kind of go back over to my spreadsheet and take a look at what the weights are for the lightweights. And so the Mauser block, again, is a 100-pound block, but let's move over to the log, which is 90. The axle is 100 pounds, and then the Viking press is 125 for as many reps as possible in the remaining time limit. The deadlift is 275 as a requirement. The axle deadlift is 350, and then there's a car pull of unknown weight, right, for any of the classifications. Then farmers, it's 175 per hand, frame 350 per hand. The stone medley has a 140-pound natural stone. Atlas is 130. Mauser is 160, and Husafeld is 175. The tire flip for the lightweights, 300 pounds, which to me doesn't seem lightweight. And then we go to the bigger, which is 400, and the biggest, which is 450. So those are the required weights. Where do I think Kristine Anne Matthews is doing based on, again, like, she's doing a lot of comps, kegs, log presses. Her deadlift looks amazing. So based on what I'm seeing here, where do I think she's going to place? Well, let's see. In terms of medleys, I don't see her doing a medley, but that's because I just think Facebook doesn't translate over as well as Instagram does, where you can more easily post little videos of everything. So a lot of this is conjecture. She may do a lot better than this, but I can only deal with kind of the evidence that I have. And so log pressing, I made her third just because I had evidence for 2 other athletes, and it was good. It was good performance, right? So I think she'll be the second best axle presser, the second best Mauser block presser, and the second best Viking presser, because those logs that she's lifting, although I don't know the weights, look heavy. Like, they look like there are lots of plates on them. So I think that overall in the overhead medley, she's going to come in second to Erin Stoney. Moving on to the deadlift, though. If that's 415 like I think it is, it's way, way ahead of everybody else, as it should be, because no lightweight woman lifts that much in a deadlift. Like I said, that's good for a heavyweight open woman deadlift. So she's the best deadlifter for sure. I think that makes her, even though I didn't see her do it, the best axle deadlifter for sure. And car pull, I just made her second to Erin Stoney because I saw Erin do that exercise in competition recently and do well at it. So I think that all told, Kristine Anne Matthews wins the deadlift medley. She's superior enough in 2 of the 3 disciplines that she's going to win. And then farmer's frame, I made her first because if you can deadlift that much, you got a hell of a grip. So I think she's going to really be able to hold on to a heavy frame. And same thing with the farmers. So Erin Stoney is really the only competitor in this class that I saw practicing these things, and she was a little below competition weight. Like I said in that video, she'll get there for sure, but I think Kristine Anne Matthews will be above that just because of, like, again, her deadlift being so strong. Going on to the stone medley, I have her second in this one. Again, just trying to derive from the pictures that I saw. I think she's going to be second. And I think she'll be the best tire flipper. Again, because of that pulling off the ground power, I have to say she's going to be the best tire flipper, and Erin Stoney second. So that's how I think Kristine Matthews' performance will break down. Kind of stripping away the analytics and looking at the placings. How does that work out? I think she wins. I think she wins the lightweight division if what I've seen is something I'm deciphering correctly in her Facebook photos. I think it's enough to win, barely edging out Erin Stoney by a point. So I gave her 3 points on the overhead medley, which is second place. But the thing is, I think she wins 3 events. Like, I think she wins the deadlift medley, the farmers, and the tire flip, and comes in second in the other 2. So it's hard to beat that. It's very, very hard to beat that. So I'm going to go with Kristine Anne Matthews is going to win the lightweight ladies open division. So let me know in the comments below. Maybe you know her personally and you have information that I don't have. Tell me if you agree with me in the comments below. And of course, come back often. I'm posting a lot of videos for this contest to give you all the information that you need and to give the athletes the attention that they deserve for their hard work and dedication toward these types of contests. So, of course, as always, until next time, ciao, homie. So if you like this video and want to learn more about any of the products I described during this video, make sure to check out the links in the description below. So if you like this video and haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing using that button right there. And also stay tuned for some other videos that you might love blooping up right there. This one is the one that YouTube thinks that you will like the best, and this one is the one that I think you will like the best. As always, share this with everyone, and until next time, ciao, homie.